to my channel. If you're new, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification button so you can be notified every time that I post a new video. If you are already a subscriber, thank you so much. I appreciate all the support. Thank you for coming to view my videos. Today, I will be showing you how I've achieved this cute look. If you have a little hot date, or if you're going to the movies, or if you're doing anything and you're looking to have a cute little makeup look, so stay tuned and I will show you exactly step by step on how I've achieved this look. So let's jump right in. I'm going to start by priming my face with my Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched face base. This is like a moisturizer, acts as a moisturizer and a primer. This is gonna be in the way, and I don't feel like fighting with my hair throughout this whole video. Now that I've moisturized my face, I am going to put some Hydrating Eye Gel Cream by Rose. So I'm gonna put that on my eyes to hydrate my eyes before I start putting all my eye makeup on. So I like to do this before because I'm going to be doing my brows first, so it gives it time to like set in before I start my eye makeup. And just so you guys know, this routine that I'm doing for my whole face is the routine I do every day. My makeup literally lasts all day. Like I can go out from the morning and by nighttime I can still wear the same makeup. I don't even need to touch it up once during the day. I'm going to prime my eyebrows with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Primer. Alright, so I'm gonna go in and put that all over my little brow hairs. And then I'm just gonna go in and comb them. Then I'm going to take my MAC brow pencil in the color Lingering. I'm gonna go in and fill my brows. I like to really take my time with my brows. It's probably the thing that takes me the longest to do. But if you don't do your brows right, your whole look just looks off. So, girl, you can't be walking around with your brows all looking surprised all day. So after I've filled in my brows with my liner, I'm gonna go in and comb out my brows just to give it a more natural look. Not that my brows look any more natural when I do them. I like them to look like I did them. And then I'm gonna go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow powder duo in the color Medium. Alright, so I'm gonna take the darker shade and then I'm gonna go in and just go over it where I put some brow pencil. Just to, I feel like this sets the pencil, like it just sets it. It just looks better. I don't know. I'm also very like OCD, so once I start doing something a certain way, I just have to keep doing it that way, or else I feel like it's not complete. I don't know if I'm just weird or if everybody's like that. Also use like a darker pencil because like I kind of make my eyebrows thicker than they actually are. So sometimes like the powder and the color that I'm using is not dark enough. Right? And then I'm gonna go in and brush this out again. Where I usually use it, I don't know if you guys can see, but it's like right on top here. It's like lighter. So I just go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. And this is Ebony. It's way darker. I usually wear this when I have darker wigs. But it seems to do the trick. It blends in pretty good. I could probably use something a little lighter, but you'll see what I mean. Like it doesn't really look as dark. I don't go in like really strong with this pencil. I just like go lightly over it, and it just, I don't know if you guys can see it, just kind of defines it more and it looks like not as patchy. Now that I've done this, like you guys are probably looking at my eyebrows and being like, girl, they do not look like they usually do. Then I'm gonna take full coverage concealer, like I've been using this so much. I just put a little bit on the brush and then I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna clean under my brows and on top of my brow, just to make it more crisp. Like I'll show you guys how I get that like faded look, but when I do my foundation, I go over it a little bit to give it a little like faded look. So I just go in and I'm just gonna go under. Everything even, and then I'm gonna go on top with what's left of the product on my brush. Then I'm going to go in and I'm gonna start with my eyes. So I'm gonna go and put some of my Pro Longwear paint pot in the color Paintlery. This is what it is. This is what it looks like. So I just put a little bit on my finger and I just go over my eyelid like so. After I do this, I'm gonna prime my face with some more primer because you can never have enough primer. I like to do this after I put my eye primer, just so that while I'm doing my eyes, the primer has time to set. So I'm going to go in with the POREfessional, this one. And you don't need a lot of this, it goes a long way. I just warm it up and I'm just going to add this where I feel that my pores are more pronounced. And then I use the Cover FX Mattifying Primer with Anti-Acne treatment. This one I put right on my forehead. I like it on my forehead because that's where I usually get the most oily. So now I'm gonna go start with my eyes. I'm gonna be using two palettes from Tarte, the Tartelette. So this one and this one. So I'm gonna start with Tartelette in Bloom, and I'm gonna go and use Charmer. I'm just gonna put this in my brow. So I like to start with this one, and then I usually take my shadow in Gesso Matte from MAC, and I'm gonna put that right over where I've put my last shadow. For my transition color, I'm going to use Flower Child, this one right here. I'm gonna put that just underneath in my crease of my eye. I bring it up high enough where it's blending properly and it doesn't look so harsh. Seriously guys, what I've learned is like I used to just put shadow and be like, Choo. But take your time and blend the color. Don't put more eyeshadow on your brush. Just literally go back and forth like this, and it will literally blend your color. Just start from the bottom, make your way up, and just back and forth, swirly motions, and it will blend everything so nicely. I'm going to go in with the color Natural Beauty. So this is from the purple palette. Natural Beauty is right here. I'm going to start applying that in the crease of my eye. I'm gonna go in with a more fluffy brush, and I'm just going to blend this. I'm going back to the Tartelette in Bloom, and I'm going to be using the color Rebel. So this one right here, I'm going to put that on the outer corner of my eye and bring it into the crease of my eye. And do the same thing for the other side. And guys, don't forget, I'm just starting this. I'm also French, so I'm gonna call certain things, name certain things that are not really correct, but you get my flow. You know what I mean. So don't get all mad at me if I say like I'm gonna go in the crack of my eye. I know it's the crease of my eye, but I'm just saying. And then I'm gonna go back in with this little brush and just take a step back, make sure everything looking right. We we gonna add some sparkles because everybody likes a little bit of sparkle in their lives. These are from Stila, the Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow. I wear these every day. I'm gonna use the Kitty Karma and the Diamond Dust. So these are what they look like. They're super cool. So I'm gonna start with the Kitty Karma, and I'm going to put that on the lid of my eye right here. I'm not gonna go all the way out. I just want it to dry out a little bit. So you're just gonna like, you can fan it out, you can sit there with your eyes closed, meditate, do what you gotta do, girl. And then I'm gonna use Diamond Dust, this one. I'm going to put that in the inner corner, making my way out, but I'm not gonna go all the way. I'm just gonna do like half of what I did with the Kitty Karma. While that dries out a little bit, I'm gonna go in and spray my face with the White Charcoal Mattifying Makeup Spray, Setting Spray from BOBBI. Yo, I gotta learn how to say these names. Like, I really like this setting spray. My friend's the one who introduced me to it, and literally I've had it since. Like, I buy it every time I run out a little bit. Like, it's almost time to get some more. So you literally just spray that. And if you guys want to see where I got my foundation routine, Alyssa Forever, she is amazing, and she's the one that got me on a lot of these products as well that I'm using. She's the one that actually came out with the routine and was like, this works so crazy, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, let me try it out. And I did, and literally, I've done it ever since. My makeup does not move. Now that that's drying off and kind of setting into your face, finish off your eye makeup, because you don't want to spray it and then go put your foundation right after. I'm going to go back in with my Tartelette in Bloom, and I'm going to be using the color Leader. I'm going to put that in the outer corner of my eye, into my crease, and just blend it. And you don't have to add too much product. Put a little bit. If you find you need more, add more. Remember that when you're doing your makeup, less is more. You know what? I found that out in life. You should have seen me like 5 years ago. I had a bunch of chains, a bunch of craziness going on, and then one day I looked at myself and I'm like, Jessica, less is more. Less is more. I'm gonna add a little bit of that Leader color underneath my eye. Blend it nicely. I never used to color correct, and then my cousin had a palette, and I was like, I wanted to try color correcting. Like, can I use your palette? I used up all her palette, only 2 colors. Thank you, Erica. And I'm hooked. I'm literally hooked. So the only 2 colors that I was using was the green and the orange one. So I'm gonna start with the green. The green I use for my red spots, so my pimple. Usually when I break out, it's not as bad, it's after. After my breakout is like clearing, or if I popped a pimple, that's when I really have a situation. Like here, I had a pimple and I like messed around with it because that's what I do. And now I look like somebody gave me a hickey on my chin. So that's how I fix the problem. Orange I use for dark circles, and it might look crazy because you're like, yo, you have orange on your face and green, and where's that gonna go? Like, isn't it gonna come through your makeup? It doesn't. If you blend it out properly with your beauty blender, so I just blend it out, blend, 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 blend. See? It's already looking so much better. Okay, do that for the other side. And by the time you put your cover up, your concealer, your pressed powder, your this, your that, it's just like covered under like 5 layers. And then I just use the bottom part of my beauty blender to blend out the green one. And Alyssa Forever got me on this. Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation. this right here is the crack. It's what you want to be on. I swear to God, I promise. So I'm just gonna go and put a couple pumps on my hand. I'm just gonna dab that on. Start with my under eye, my way to my cheek. It's the same thing. Again, you can still see a little bit of orange, but don't panic because we still have to add our concealer. So do that. And don't forget to get your neck. You can see I'm just using the tip of my beauty blender and I'm going in the crease of my eye without taking all the makeup off. Just use it and make your way up, and that kind of cleans it up too at the same time, okay? Now, this is the little trick that I've learned. Some girls are really good with eyebrows. This is what works for me. It's an easy fix and it gives me that faded look. I use whatever product is left on my beauty blender and I'm just going to dab that on the inner part of my eyebrows, and you're gonna see it's kind of gonna like make it look faded. It doesn't look as crisp anymore, but afterwards, once I put my foundation, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna fix my eyebrows to finish them up. I'm going to go in with the Bare Smashbox Studio Skin 24-hour waterproof concealer, which is this one, and I'm going to put this under my eyes. And I'm going to put that on all my little pimples. So basically everywhere I put some green. And you're gonna go and blend that out. So I like to start in the corner and kind of blend out the product outwards, and I'm gonna go up, and this is how I clean my eyeshadow. So I'm just gonna go up and then just blend it out. And then I'm going to go in with my contour with my Anastasia Beverly Hill. This is my Shadow Stick foundation. And I'm just gonna put this where I would contour a little bit on my forehead. And then I'm gonna use my beauty blender, the other side, and I'm just going to blend that out. I'm gonna go with my Laura Mercier. This is the Secret Brightening Powder for under eye. You just put a little bit on your beauty blender. This is what it is. I'm gonna go in. I like to go down my nose, like that. And then under my eye. While that is setting, we're gonna go in with the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder, which is this. Tap, 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 tap. And I'm going to go right like this. And I'm gonna do my line. So basically where I put the contour, right, you see where I was telling you, the ear to the lip? I'm gonna use this, and I'm just gonna tap it, a line like that. And when I'm putting my powder contour, I just find it makes it like blend better, you know what I mean? And I like to put setting powder everywhere where I get oily or I get creasy or anything that happens that I don't want to happen. I just add that shit all over. So I put that here, and then I'm gonna go make my way up into my oily area, which is, you guessed it, my forehead. And literally I was so oily and my foundation would always crease by the end of the day until I started doing this makeup routine, and no creasing. No creasing, no nothing, no oiliness. It literally, I could be in plus 40 weather and this shit is on point. So now that that's done, I'm gonna let that set. While that is setting, I'm gonna go in and fix my eyebrows, which I was saying earlier. So I'm gonna just go with the brush that I was using. There's a little bit of leftover product, that's fine, that's all I need. You don't need any more product than that. You're just gonna go in under and just I'm gonna use the same brush I was using to do my eyebrows earlier. There's a little bit of product left, and I'm just gonna go under and just sharpen everything up. For the corner, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do light strokes, the outside to the inside, working your way to the inside, just like that, okay? This is what it looks like. You can use your little brush, brush it all out. Don't go all crazy, just lightly. This is the clear brow gel from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It looks like a little mascara. It's literally just like clear gel, and you just brush it over your brows. So this is like your setting spray for your eyebrows. I'm going to go with my Bare Minerals pressed powder. This is in the color Fair 01. Swirl it in, and then I'm just gonna tap, and then swirl. I feel that by tapping it, it just like presses everything in. Make sure you get your neck, girl. Don't forget your neck. All right. And then I'm gonna, this is basically, I put my pressed powder everywhere. I put my setting powder. And you will have noticed that I haven't put some where I contoured here. I'm gonna move on to my contour. So I use the Kat Von D. This is literally the best thing. Using the color Subconscious and Shadow Play. So these two I'm gonna use. I'm gonna start by going around my forehead. Then I'm going to make my way down to where I had put my cream contour. And I like to go like this and get it right there. Because I'm a little extra, I like to go in with the Sombre. My French just came out. I'm just gonna put a little bit of that and go over. And sometimes I like to just put a little bit on my jaw line, and I usually just put a little bit on my neck just to blend everything in with the like leftover product. You could probably see that under my eyes the setting powder is still kind of like showing. So I just use a fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna go in and kind of fan out everything, the leftover product, just fan it out. I use this little brush. This is from e.l.f. It literally is the best brush ever. And I'm just gonna go like this. And it gives me like a nice, kind of crisp line, but not too crisp where it looks like I put a ruler there and like, I'm gonna use my blush from Tarte again. I love Tarte product. This is what it looks like. It's so cool. So this is the one that I'm gonna use right here, Skillful. This is where you wanna get it. So I just put a little bit and work my way up. Now that my blush is done, I'm gonna go in and spray my face with my setting spray. What is good about the setting spray is you'll notice like sometimes even like I'll be like, oh my god, like it doesn't seem like it's blending, like my blush and my contour doesn't look like it's blending. I put some setting spray on, and seriously everything looks like it just blends and finishes the look perfectly. I'm going to be using my Urban Decay makeup setting spray. This is the long lasting one. You just spray your face, girl. And then you're just gonna let that dry and set. And while that's setting and drying, I'm gonna go do my mascara. I don't care what anybody says, it's my favorite one. This is what it looks like. I also use the Too Faced Better Than Sexy mascara. I feel like it's darker and it just like darkens my lash more, so I use that. And then go and add this. See what I mean? There's not a big difference, but there's a difference. I'm gonna finish up the look with Huda Beauty has a 3D highlighter palette. check it out. So I used 3 brushes, these 3 brushes to do my highlight. I'm gonna start with this little one. I'm gonna go in with the color Sculpt, this one. I'm gonna put a little bit on my brush. I'm gonna go over my upper lip, and then I'm just gonna go right on my nose. And then I'm going to go with the color Set, which is the number 2. This one right here, it's like white. Then I'm just gonna go over that. Then again on my nose. I'm gonna do right over, right here. And I'm just gonna go like this, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of product going upwards. I'm gonna go back with the color Set and just go over it. So I use my little fluffy brush here, and I just blend everything. Now, to finish off our look, I'm going to go and add some nice little pink lipstick. No, I don't like that, guys. I really don't like that. Align my lips. So I've outlined my lips with this crazy pink lipstick. And I'm gonna go in with my Huda Beauty Liquid Matte lipstick in the color Trendsetter. Wow, that took a while. And I'm just gonna go over this lipstick. Does this look dumb? We're just gonna pretend that that's totally the look I was going for, and we're just gonna leave it as that. It ended up working out. Let me fluff this up. Without making it look crazy. Alright guys, so this is it for my makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate everyone who stopped by my channel, and I hope to see you next time. If anybody ever tells you you can't do it, I'm gonna tell you you can, because I didn't know how to do any of this, but I figured it out. How to do anything, but right now I got my camera, I got my laptop, I can see myself on my laptop, I can see myself on my camera, I got my lights, I got my little table. This is so cool.